Okay, welcome. Today I'm going to be making a reflection about nature deficit disorder and just the importance of being in nature both for our mental health and emotional health. Okay. So, this weekend I have been leading a men's retreat in a woodland near to where I live, and I've done many events up there, purification lodges and different activities with men, and this was the first time for a few years that I've done a retreat or really led something in the woods, and it was really lovely just to see the difference, from midday 12 o'clock through till midday the next day, just the difference in men. And I said at the beginning of the event that, I didn't need to do anything. It was just really going to be nature, me holding the space, but nature really helping to heal. And, at the end of the 24 hours, they all felt very different. We all did, just by being outside for 24 hours as a group of men. And so this is what I really wanted to talk about, is the importance of nature. The Richard Louv, L-O-U-V, wrote the book The Nature Principle, but he also wrote the book Last Child in the Woods, just saying as a society we have become disconnected from the woods. And in the same way that nowadays we know that we need to drink water, we know that we need the right vitamins and minerals to be healthy, so Richard Louv is suggesting in this book is that actually being in nature is as important as sunlight. It's as important as water, as important as the vitamins and minerals for our health. And at the moment we don't see that, and yet research, and especially research in his book, is showing that we need to be connecting more with nature. And I've just noticed that this weekend, the difference of how we feel, how people feel when they're in nature. It's like this comfort, this anxiety, this stress that we carry. It's, it kind of drops when we're outside in nature. It's like just being here, in my garden, mine and my wife's garden. It's like if I've been working on the computer, just helps me to rebalance and reconnect. So it's a reflection really that I, suggest, if you're finding that you're feeling disconnected from nature, to start having a daily practice. And you don't necessarily need to go far. It could be into your garden, could be into a local park where you work, just to go and sit and be still, sitting in the same spot. And this is what John Young, who wrote the book The Coyote's Guide, talks about. Is like we have a sit spot, he calls it, where we're in nature and we sit there every single day. We get used to the changing nature of how the birds are, how the plants are growing, and we just sit and we connect. And science is showing, the shinrin yoku, the research from that bit of scientific-based research showed that we have lived outdoors, we've lived in nature in our evolution 99% of the time, and it's only really in the last couple of 100 years that we've lived in urban environments, and that's like 1% of the time. And so it's just in our DNA, it's in our nature to be outside, to be in nature. And listen to that phrase, it's in our nature. It's like we are part of nature, and therefore when we disconnect ourselves from that, we feel sick, we feel depressed, we feel unhappy. And therefore every day just getting outside, filling yourself up, appreciating the plants. But again, like I said to the men this last weekend, you don't need to do anything. All you need to do is just make time to be outside. Mother Nature, Mother Earth will help to heal you just by you being there. You make that space every day for yourself, and you know, you will start to really shift and change how you feel in yourself. So with that, you know, yeah, just wishing you well, and please do, as always, offer any reflections, how, you know, nature's maybe helped you. I know, I have many stories about how nature's basically saved my life in when I was a teenager, when I was really young, and also in my 20s. And maybe you've got some stories as well, how it's really helped to share, and please do comment below. So from this lovely spot, spring has definitely arrived. We had snow yesterday, but yeah, it's a lot warmer today. So from this beautiful place, wishing you well, many blessings.